Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne doing your mid-October video for everyone who has their sun, moon, and ascendant in Taurus. This is for my lovely Tauruses who I always somehow emotionally connect to, and I don't know why, but then maybe I don't know, I just naturally do. Anyways, I've been recording my other signs that come before you here in the zodiac, and it's been a very emotional morning for me, I have to say. So I just want you to guys know that I'm sending love your way, no matter what it is that you're going through. And I feel like this is a really tough time because of the retrograde and the planetary alignments and all this other stuff that's going on. It's just a tough time for everyone. But I want you to know that Spirit loves you, and I love you, and you're going to get through all this, okay? So we're all going to get through this time. That's basically the message. So this video is to take the place of my October 19th daily reading. I won't be doing a daily reading because I'm doing the mid-October videos. And I will be doing November's probably towards the very end of October or maybe even November 1st. It just depends. So stay tuned for that. And I have been shuffling. I want to shuffle like a lot here for you. I want to make sure that, you know, this is good. So I'm going to roll this out here and see what we got. Interesting, guys. This is good. This is overall very good, I have to say. There's a couple key things. You know, I've been doing this where in my videos I do a Celtic cross spread for everyone, but I've been picking and choosing certain cards that are coming up like to my attention first. And so what's popping out is this card here. I kind of want to get out of the way. This is the Justice card. You know, this is for Tauruses. This is mid-October, you know. This is right where this is what's crowning you. So it's like right, like hanging over your head, basically, of this energy. And the card, to me, is about weighing your options. Going back and forth over something. Maybe it's something like you're reviewing something like over and over and over again in your head. You're a gerbil in your head. You're reviewing it like over and over. And you're like, I don't know what to do. If I do this, this is what's going to happen. If I do this, this is what's going to happen. And you're just like, it's overwhelming you a little bit. You're weighing things. You're going, you know, what's more important to me? And the counsel here is that everything's going to work out. Okay, things are going to get resolved. If you've been going through any legal issues, Taurus, things will be resolved. Okay, justice is going to be served. Okay, you may actually be serving someone. This can mean divorce. Some people think of it as being divorced. I just think right now you're weighing something. You're trying to make up your mind. You're making a decision. It's weird because I've never noticed this before. So weird because I've looked at this card thousands of times, but she's holding this feather in her hand. The feather is like a quill pen. It's like a quill. It's like a pen. She's holding this pen. I feel like you're writing something. Like either you're writing something or you're thinking about writing something, like a long letter, or even like you're signing. Oh, that's what it is. You're signing documents. You could be buying a house. You could be buying a house. You could be signing documents on or buying and selling. I feel like maybe you're selling a house and then buying a new one, or you're just buying a new house. Maybe you found a house that you really want and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go for it. What the hell? And you go and you sign, and that's where you're at right now. You're ready. It's like you're ready to sign on the dotted line. You're ready to sign. That's what's coming through for me, actually. You're ready to like dip your pen in the ink and just do it, you know. And the thing is, the foundation is very interesting because the foundation is the wild card for this for where you guys are at mid-October right now, Taurus. And the wild card is really interesting because Tauruses like to plan and plot. They things to be solid, secure. They like finances to be solid and secure. They like relationships to be solid and secure. They lock things in, you know. When they do them like all in, and they're sure it's a for sure thing. And people know when they have a relationship with the Taurus, it's pretty much a for sure thing. You know, it's indefinite. You know, with the Taurus. If a Taurus likes you, then you're good. You know, if a Taurus doesn't like you, well then you're for sure like never gonna get anywhere with them. You know. And then also, they don't like it if you piss them off too much. Like if you push the wrong buttons too far, if you push them too far, they're the ones that will never call you again, ever. They'll never give you a second chance to fuck it up for yourself. It takes a lot to fuck it up for yourself with a Taurus, but if you do fuck it up, then if they snap, you know, I feel like younger Tauruses tend to snap easier than an older Taurus. An older Taurus, you know, once they get probably into their 30s and early 40s, they're less likely to snap. They're more flexible and more patient. So like in the beginning, they're more likely to charge and they're likely to kind of get kind of crazy. But towards like when they sort of settle in to their life and they kind of see how things go, they become, I think, a little bit more easygoing. But yeah, so Tauruses like to plan and plot, and you got the wild card, and the wild card is all about imagining you. I always tell clients that imagine you are seriously on the show, The Wheel of Fortune, right? And you're about to spin that big wheel. You know, you give it the best spin that you can do, and it's tick, 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 and then ding. What is it that comes to your mind right now when you're thinking about ding, 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 ding? Like, I'm sure you're thinking of something, what it is that you want. You want it to be $1 million? Do you want it to be Mr. or Mrs. Right? Do you want it to be financial security? Do you want it to be that house that you've always dreamed of with Mr. Right and 3 kids? What is it that you want, you know? Because you're going to get it. Like, if you spin the wheel right now and you go for it, you're going to get it. So you have to manifest it in a way in your head. You should probably write it down. Put some pictures up around the house. You know, put things, you know, just paper your house. You know, put things up on the mantelpiece. If you got a mantelpiece, put them up on the mantelpiece. Post things around. Put things in your bedroom, you know. You know, start a scrapbook or something. I kind of feel like you need to do that because she's writing. I feel like you need to do more writing. You need to write out your thoughts. Seriously, get like a journal or a book and just plan things out, you know? Because you like to plan and plot. So plan things out, but also manifest. So it's like you need to not only plan, but you need to give the universe that open and willing to go where you're meant to go, where your soul needs to learn. And you need to manifest what that looks like for you in your head. And go for it. You know, the wheel is always about going for it. This is not a time to get stuck on worrying about you don't have you have enough money, worrying that, you know, what is this going to do for the rest of the family, worrying, you know, how are things going to be down the line? You know, you need to decide what it is that you want. That's where the decision comes in, making the decision and going for it. And if you do go for it, you will be sitting literally on top of the world. Because this is on top of the mountain, too. This is on top of the world in a bigger sense. And this is achievement, you know, wealth, having everything that you could want, being very happy, content, sitting up there, you know, with your pets and having a very solid foundation, you know, having climbed and achieved and having, you know, that it's great wealth. There is great wealth in this. This is real estate. It could be also that you're looking to buy property or you're looking to move and you're thinking about real estate. I think big real estate move here with this, Taurus. And you have the strength to do it. This is in the heart. The heart of the matter is you have the strength to do it. We got the strength card for a couple other signs here. And for you guys, because I feel like this is the bull. You know, this is a lion, but it also can represent, because it's got the two horns, the bull. In a magical kingdom, it would change. You know, the image would change. So you're in a relationship, Taurus, with probably another Taurus, or a Capricorn, or an Aries, or even a Leo. You're a female Taurus in your relationship with the dudes, with one of those dudes. And what's crossing you right now is the social card. Going out and having fun, having a group of girlfriends that you can talk to. If you haven't been, social, this is what's crossing you. This is happy social times. So you may be busy doing more social stuff. Tauruses usually have a lot of stuff going. They're big in their community. They're big on doing stuff in the family. So you just may be having kind of like an active social time. And it's funny because we got this card, I think for the October reading too. My memory serves me correctly, which generally it doesn't. But you're coming out of a very emotionally peaceful time. This is recently, so you're right now. It's a pretty good time for you, Taurus. I mean, you're trying to make up your mind, and you need to manifest what it is that you want. But I feel like it's a pretty good time. And this is about going deep, emotionally deep, and kind of having some peace and quiet. This could be meditation. This could be listening to music, taking time for yourself, and having that, getting away from the chaos and the madness of life. And that's very good for you. I recommend doing that again if the madness starts to kind of happen. What's coming in for you from the universe is kind of an interesting card, because this is the Queen of Swords. This is like a Capricorn female. Capricorn or Aquarius female. And I think we got this before. I feel like there's going to be some of you with Taurus Capricorn combinations. Taurus Capricorn Aquarius combinations especially. It's funny because this is what's coming into you from the outside, and yet this girl is looking out. This is a tricky one. This is tricky. Tricky. I feel like what's happening is that the universe is telling you that you're becoming bitter. You've become like the winter fairy, and you're trying to protect yourself from people. Like you're kind of on the defensive from people, and you've been hurt before, so it's sort of like you've blocked yourself off a little bit. It's interesting because you've got this social card, but at the same time you've got this bitter card, which doesn't really go. I feel like the universe is saying to you, I know what it is. So it's like, it could be your career, but it could also be things going on in your personal life. The energy is causing you to, in a way, change personalities. You've worked a lot. You've been burned before. And you don't want to get hurt again. But in the process, it's sort of like, you don't want to take on any more from with the outside. It's like you don't want to have anything to do with other people in a weird way. I feel like this is sort of like, there are things that are going on, I feel like in career, especially with you, that you don't like. And it's sort of like making you very bitter. And it's making you cold to others. It's turning you to making you cold. And this is weird because Tauruses are very, very warm, which is why I don't really understand what's really going on. It's making you become very harsh. Like you're more cutting than usual. Um, I don't. It's weird. It's weird that the outside is turning you into this person. Basically, it's a very strange energy that I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you're very like you want to be here. You want to be in a different place. And the place that you're in right now is making you this way. And you don't like how you're become. That's why you're watching this video, because you're like, I need some help. And you're like, this is, you don't want to become this. You don't want to become this, but it's weird. The energy of the universe is like, it's coming towards you and you're facing it. It's like you're facing your problems. You're facing all this stuff that's coming towards you, but it's turning you. It's not good for you. It's not good for you at all. Because this woman, her exterior is cold, but she's a very warm heart. So it's sort of like winter's freezing over you right now. Like your energy is kind of frozen over. You may be getting older too, and as you've gotten older, it's like your exterior has gotten less and less warm because of either the career that you're in or the things that you've done in your career, or because of the world, what's the world has put on you and what you've gone through. It's very strange. Very, very strange energy. I don't like it. I would like to see something better for you. So what you need to do, I feel like you need to do something different in your career. Because if like things from the outside that are causing you, this is what's coming from the outside. This is not like what you're doing. It's like what other people are doing. And like what's happening in your career or the environment that you're in. This is what's coming towards you. It's sort of like energies from other people. They're making you cold. They're turning you into the ice queen. And this is not a good energy for you. Because Tauruses are lovey-dovey. They're ruled by Venus. They love beautiful materials and cooking and homemaking. They're the natural moms. They're the natural housewives. They make really good housewives. They just I'm not saying Tauruses aren't good at career, because they're very hardworking, and a Taurus will get the work done. But it's just like I feel like your work is making you bitter. It's making you bitter, and I don't like that energy for you. And the only way, it's weird, because the only way for you, Taurus, to get what you want, you've got to thaw. You've got to thaw out. You've got to warm back up again. You've got to, it's like you want to, it's weird, because I feel like some of these cards you got before, it's like you really want to go to more concerts. You really want to play more music. You really want to, be more in touch with nature. You really want to take more walks. You really just want to warm back up. Emotionally, this is what you want. But the world has turned you into this. And guys, if you're a guy, I feel like this is for a lot of female Tauruses, but if you're a guy, I guess the message is here is like, you're in a very dominating or controlling relationship with the female. She could be a Scorpio. She could also be a Gemini, for that matter. Or some of the other signs, maybe even a Leo. You have a lot of social things happening right now. You may have kind of be involved in a love triangle with several different women. I don't know, guys. And then you may be, you just may be going out a lot. You may be partying a lot. Also, again, for you guys, for guys especially, you may be going through a divorce. She may be serving you. You need to decide what it is you want to do and spin the wheel and go for your dreams. For anybody who's in real estate, especially Taurus guys who are in real estate, this is a great time to do investing and to check out the real estate market. I I know that interest rates are still pretty low. I know they're probably going to go up in the future. So I would scope things out. You know, if you're a guy Taurus, this is something that you might want to consider. But also, I want you to think about your long-term future. This energy is, you know, long-term future for, you know, for you Taurus guys. Especially if we're single. I feel like you guys are single. If you Taurus guys are not single, you're going through a divorce, or you're thinking about going through a divorce, or there's some divorce thing there that's in process. I don't know. I think I pulled another card. Okay, so going back to this weird energy of coming from the outside, you really want to switch careers. Okay, so if you switch careers, I'm just going to reshuffle a little bit. If you switch careers, Taurus, for guys and girls, or even if you change your relationship, because this could be you, the reason you've frozen over is because, you know, your relationship's kind of frozen. You know, it needs to warm back up. It's not what it was in the beginning. I do feel like if you switch careers, you're going to get what you want. And I pulled this getting what you wish card. You know? It's interesting. I wouldn't say she's the summer fairy, because there's not a lot of flowers. I think of her as more the fall fairy. If you switch careers, this is what it'll happen. You'll start to thaw. And you won't be the summer fairy. It'll take some time for you to turn back into the summer fairy. But you'll go from being winter, being totally frozen, to being more like fall. Like, you'll warm back up a little bit, you know? I think it'll be like, it's like sort of like a makeover. It's like you need a makeover. You need to like refresh things. You need to do something different. I feel like, especially in career, you need to do something different. It's time for this shift. It's time for that change. And then what's going on as far as your attitude? Your attitude is, you know, you're thinking about money. You know, you're thinking about how you want to make more money. This is inheritance. This is big wealth here. This is a very successful woman. This woman has red hair. You're good with money, and it's not unusual, and it's not surprising because Tauruses are really good with money. You know, you are. You know, it's how it is. Tauruses and Capricorns, you guys are really good with money. And if you have a Taurus Capricorn combination, you guys are really, really good with money. So the thing is, I feel like if you're switch careers, you're gonna have money. You're gonna have wealth. I feel like if you don't switch careers, it's possible that you're not going to get the wealth that you want. You're still going to have wealth, but it just won't be quite as much. I feel like for you, it's very important to... I guess I want you to ask yourself, because this is just how I see it. I want you to ask yourself, what is the energy coming at me from the outside? What is the energy coming at from my family, from work? I feel like it's work. I really do feel like it's work. It's a negative energy that's coming at you from work. I feel like the job that you're in is not good for you. It's like it's draining your blood. It just came to my head. It's draining your blood. I'm not saying that you're not going to have this wealth if you don't stay in it. But I feel like Taurus, it's time for you to change. Tauruses need to learn to adapt to change better. Okay, that's just, you know, I feel like in your last life, you were too adapting. Like you just adapted, you just went with the flow with everything. But, you know, you really need to, now you need to think about just going with the flow a little bit more. Okay, in this life, you need to go with the flow a little bit more and adapt more to circumstances and events and people and just everything. You know, so if it's time to shift your career, you need to put more focus into that. You need to become at least the summer fairy. I feel like down the line, once you shift your career longer term, you're going to melt again. You're going to become, it's sort of like you're having like an identity crisis. You don't even recognize yourself now. I don't feel like you're the same. I feel like you have changed, but not for the better, for the worse. Like in this weird way. Like energetically, you've taken on this you've frozen over energy a little bit. Okay, and the outcome here is the Knight of Wands. And this is this is you because, I mean, obviously you've got, well, we've got the, again, I feel like it's a Taurus Capricorn Leo combination, or Taurus Capricorn Aries combination. It's like you're completely, the outcome here for this mid-October video is you're completely focused on the goal. You're craving adventure. You do sometimes have a little bit of overconfidence. You can come across as aggressive, but I don't really feel like that's you that are watching. I feel like it can come across as that way to some people, but not as many, you know, just a few people. Just your presence alone can cause some conflict because you're very firm. Tauruses are very, very firm. You are like either a Joan of Arc woman. You're like a queen, you know. You have a lot of followers, but you're willing to fight alone. You know, you're willing to do what needs to be done in order to get things done. It's a very interesting energy to end on. The word that's coming to my mind is ready. It's sort of like, you know, just being at the start of a race. You know, I used to, when I was in high school, I did track and field. And when you're sort of the race, you're sort of bent over and you're sort of ready to go. You know, you're ready to pounce, basically. You're ready to just take off. And this is that kind of energy. It's like this person is really ready. One foot is off the ground, and it's like the minute this girl kicks her heels into this lion horse creature, she's gonna be gone. She's like ready to take off. Sort of like, it's like giddy. It's sort of the words getting ready. So it's like ready, set, go. So getting ready, set, go. So this is like, you know, ready, set, go. You're getting ready to go. You're getting ready to make a change. Do something else. And that's really all that I'm getting. I think that's it. I think that's it for right now. So yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a longer one for you, Tauruses. I'm glad the energy is pretty good. Just don't worry about money. You have money. And if you don't have as much as you like, big wealth is on its way. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I feel like that's going to happen. So yeah, so I will talk to you guys again for my November video. Probably doing it at the very end of October, early November. If you want to have a private reading with me, feel free to email me at elizabetholson31@gmail.com, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Big hugs, big kisses. You guys are the best. Take care.